born in All-America City. Thank you for having us here to share our story.
Welcome, Mount Pleasant. That's a beautiful way to start the morning. We're glad to be with you. Are you ready to begin?
Yes, we are the town of Mount Pleasant.
You may begin.
A great southern town is a lot like a sweetgrass basket. It's never rushed because good things take time. Every piece fits together to create something extraordinary. Weaving in and out like the ebb and flow of a tide. An engaged community working in harmony where we can weave bonds of hope and trust, making the fabric of the community stronger and more colorful. Our story begins in a local pizza shop.
Class of 2023.
I can't believe we've graduated.
Hey guys, I got you some boxes.
Hey Trista, I didn't know you worked here.
Yes, Megan Loris hired me to take orders, take drink orders, and I bought boxes.
Our story started in a pizza shop. My son Rio has autism. When Rio was 10, I took him and his sister out for pizza. It was loud, it was busy. Rio went into a sensory overload meltdown. Unlike Meg's, who include everyone, this restaurant actually kicked us out. I thought to myself, why can't they understand that he's autistic? Why can't they just be nice?
I'm Ria's sister. Ria's nonverbal autistic, but he's really smart. He cannot make it today, but we're trying to help more people understand autism.
There's no facial recognition to autism. Rio looks absolutely typical, except super cute. But what could have been different if that restaurant had realized that he was autistic? My nonprofit, Just Be, is teaching businesses in our community how to become sensory-friendly environments. We're changing the narrative. You don't need to change the child to fit the environment. Let's change the environment to fit the child.
Like the woven sweetgrass basket where the bulrush and pine needles are added to give strength and color, our community becomes stronger and more and seek opportunities to include everyone. Together we weave.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
In late 2021, Layla came to the chamber to work with local businesses to accommodate people on the spectrum. The DEI conversation often overlooks neurodiversity, so we offered a program that addressed disability inclusion with our panel of nonprofit, town, and business leaders, including a local pizza shop.
My husband and I had a dream of one day opening an Italian restaurant. When my sister-in-law, Jill Marie, who has special abilities, came to live with us, it was challenging to find her a place to work. So sooner than planned, we opened our restaurant, knowing that Jill Marie would be the heart of Meg's Pizza. We made it our mission to offer employment opportunities to the youth in the community that had special abilities. Each week, thousands of boxes made by special hands are folded with love by Jill Marie, Trista, and their team. Jill, can you tell them what you do?
Amazing box.
Jill Marie is the best box folder ever. The Milioris have made a tremendous impact on the special abilities community by showing there's a place for kids and adults like my son Frankie, Trista, and Jill Marie to have a job. If you're facing workforce hiring issues, think about hiring these kids. You might need to be flexible, but they will always show up, they will work with a smile, and they will work hard. They have a tremendous positive impact on customers and employees, and we are all better because of them. With them, we all shine.
I worked for Meg's before going to college at Clemson in the Clemson Life program. I am a college graduate. Go Tigers! Woo! Thank you for Meg's for giving me a chance to work and learn. This is not about disabilities. It's about possibilities.
Yes.
These grassroots efforts have grown into community-wide initiatives with council members and first responders receiving special autism training, businesses expanding job opportunities for people with intellectual disabilities, and even sensory-friendly Christmas events where children could meet Santa Claus for the first time.
With our young people representing the strands of sweetgrass and our officers the strong palm fronds that bind the baskets, we weave patterns of trust, building a bond that endures into the future. Together, we lead.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Hey Matt, how did your interview with the Mount Pleasant Police Department go? Great. I start my community service officer job next week.
Congratulations, Matt. You know, I started off my police career just like you. As a teenager, I was a police explorer, then community service officer before becoming a police officer.
Yes, sir, Deputy Chief. I've learned so much as an explorer, but now as a CSO, I'll be able to assist the department with non-emergency calls.
We need more young people like Matt. We must be proactive and engage our youth in order to ignite an interest in our profession. Recruitment for police positions has become increasingly challenging due to multiple political and social forces and negative perceptions. Building positive relationships at an early age is critical.
14 Mount Pleasant explorers have become police officers. I'm going to be next.
Yes, sir.
Officer G, are you coming out to watch Field Day?
Of course, girls. You know I won't miss that. I see the positive impact that I make every day as a school resource officer. It is the department's most valuable and effective community policing programs. Last year, one of our officers was named SRO of the Year for the state for his work with our youth, both inside and outside of the school.
And as a school principal and someone who has worked in Mount Pleasant schools over 25 years, I understand firsthand the importance of having a school resource officer in every elementary, middle, and high school, not only for safety, but in order to give our youth and our law enforcement officers that safe space to build positive relationships. During a time when other communities were talking about defunding the police, Mount Pleasant continued to invest heavily in groups and programs which will give law enforcement and youth that safe space, which we know will help those relationships to stay there forever. Thank you.
Like our basket weavers blending light and dark colors together, creating works of art, we come together weaving light and hope during dark times with promises of a bright future. Together, we lead.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
My older brother Creighton died on July 17th, 2016. He was 19. He was injured playing lacrosse in high school and prescribed opioids for pain. Legally prescribed opioids led to heroin use. After Creighton's freshman year at college, he asked for help. My mom got him in rehab. 2 days after being released, he unfortunately died from a heroin overdose. Number 22 forever.
Creighton was my son. Sadly, our story is not unique, and it's seldom shared because of the stigma surrounded by substance use. During our darkest hour, we began to see our community rally around us and support us. Our family decided with us we were going to shed a bright light on opioid use disorder. We made a promise to Creighton that we would share our story and we would bring real changes into the community. Wake Up Carolina was then founded. 2 years later, in 2018, we established the first young adult all recovery support program.
In 2021, the number of overdose deaths in the state of South Carolina were equal to the number of homicides, suicides, and roadside deaths combined. As a police agency, we know we're not going to be able to arrest our way out of this problem. In partnership with Wake Up Carolina, we hosted the state's first Overdose Awareness Day and Drug Take-Back Box for unused prescription medication. Together, we're advancing a program to remove the fear of the badge, to treat those that are touched by substances with dignity and respect, and to offer resources and safe spaces for individuals and families just like this one.
A priority for the Mount Pleasant Youth Council has been mental health and wellness, focusing on suicide and drug misuse. We petitioned the South Carolina legislature for more funding for mental health counseling in our schools, and we participated in community events such as Our Community, Our Children to raise awareness.
Working with our youth council and with Nancy's group, we came together as a community and held a public event called Our Community, Our Children to openly address the sensitive cultural issues of teen suicide and drug abuse. We also worked with them to become the first community in our state to give community-wide Narcan training so that every citizen can learn how to reverse a potentially deadly opioid overdose. We are also giving 100% of our opioid settlement funds to Wake Up Carolina to fund a peer support counselor so that our youth and anyone else has a safe place to go deal with this issue.
Working with our 7-year partner, Mount Pleasant Police, we know we are saving lives. Our first priority remains providing a safe place where teens and young adults in recovery can feel safe and supported. Now we are expanding our program to be the first in the country to use a shared database to provide real-time response, treatment, and resources to those in need, and it's working. This all started out of my heartbreak, but now, because of the promise to Creighton and with the support of our community, his light can shine every day.
Like our basket blending light and dark colors, creating beautiful works of art, we come together, weaving lights of hope during dark times, promises for a bright future. Together, we lead.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Thank you.